back here with Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, where we're in this middle of this chunky mission, which I may or may not have screwed up, and we're about to get on with it. So let me just count how many enemies are right in front of us here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have 12 enemies before us here, and we have 19 people. Is that correct? Yes. And then a whole horde of people here. So if I get like one nice armored person up here, then it probably I mitigate a lot of this risk. But right now I just gotta think. But I believe that if were I to do this again, I would probably move everyone up here on turn 1 so that we can intercept those mounted people first, because they get like double attacks, and that's rather tricky. You're going to be untransformed rather soon, so I'm thinking I probably want Mordecai to give you the demi-band this turn. Unfortunately, that means losing your Bayor guard, but you still have the really good dodge and stuff. No, probably the Bayor guard's the better bet for now, since people are going to be provoking you. Or, no, you're going to be provoking people. All right, well, let's start with the ones who have the most health at the moment. I'm thinking someone like you. Well, it's hard to start with you when you're in the back, kind of. But the people on the front here all have rather low health at the moment. So I guess it's best to have our people who don't do much damage taking care of them. For instance, I suppose I could have you do something like this, right? And that would actually be a viable takedown for you, which is good for a number of reasons. And if I then moved Lethe over to where you are, then probably you'd be safe. Right, let's start with that. I have to make some dangerous plays anywhere here because things are not safe. Perhaps I could have gotten away with holding position for another turn, but let's not. Like just keeping everyone sort of in their defensive line. Actually, that probably would have been a really good idea because everyone on our front here is like barely wounded, except for Astrid. You know what? Maybe you should get out of here. God, that wasn't really a good idea actually. But I can have someone pick him up. God, I got him at the XP anyway. Okay, so I'll have you retreat back to the back lines. So let's just mark all the bads and see where our total danger area is. Right, okay, so we have like this many squares that are safe, okay. But no one here is gonna die like immediately, I wouldn't think. And Oscar being among our most tanky, I probably want him to go either in Astrid's place or have Astrid like axe this one down and then he runs up in front of her or something weird like that. So 1, 2, 3, shoot. 4, 5, 6, 7, something like that. That's probably good for her to do. Puts her a little out of the most of harm's way, and then we can have Oscar sort of take up her position. And it gets the sniper gone. Fine with me. Oh, it maybe doesn't get the sniper gone as much as one might have originally thought. Ow! Why didn't I? Apparently I counted wrong. Sorry. Shoot, should have used the killer bow. Whatever. Level for you. Yep. I dig it a speed. Should I go here or here? Probably you can handle being here, so I think it's fine. And Nephany could probably handle a bit on the front lines, especially if there's a bit of provoke going on here. So I think it's fine to maybe say have Braum. Where is the nearest mage? Oh, you're a mage. Probably want Titania to take care of you. So say Braum moves up here and swords this one down. This is another one of those missions where... Is that a crit I see? God. Wowie. Another one of those missions where I feel like the first like 5 turns are where it's going to be the hardest and sort of the most... That's where you'll clench the victory, kind of. Or clinch the victory, or whatever the thing you would say is. Right, so you're getting weapon typed here, but you're kind of good at dodging, not easy at dodging. Should I just give you a javelin and call it a day? You have just the equal amount of dodge there. So I don't see why not. I'll put you with a javelin and just sort of set you on the front lines there. I think I want Titania to finish this mage before problems arise from that. Not with that axe, I don't. 1818 will do it. Is it better chances with the gamble? No, it would never be better chances with the gamble. Yeah, because your res is a little low, but this should work. Yonk. Fire bad! Ow, fire real bad. Ah, oof. my skin. Oh, the fire real bad. Yonk. I reckon those sword masters and snipers on the left side are going to be the big problem here, but I think we're going to probably get critted a lot were I to guess this mission. All right, I'm actually going to have Titania end up here so that she's kind of moved ahead and created more safe space for our friends here. We still have plenty of people to do stuff though. We have people on our front lines here who could just do an attack. I think I probably do I want to move Lethe over here though so that there's more provoking going on and less bad going out on other people? I'm going to do that. This could be tremendously bad for Lethe, but she hasn't died yet. Let's try this. And she's still protected she's not all the way exposed. And this way we have Mordecai kind of tanking this side, which he should be able to do. Actually, in fact, can you just take this one out? 22 damage, as long as you don't miss? Yes. It is probably a good idea, my friend. Nicely done. And we still have mounted people to fly out and attack and fly back in. I've left this as just Astrid. Right, we probably want to ask Oscar here blocking this. Now, should I give him a javelin because there are people with bows up there? They are probably going to be go after Levy, right? So maybe it's better to give you something you are better with. Slightly more accurate with this, say. Ugh, killer axe. Who says who? So that's 13 times 3 if you get critted here, which would be awful. Maybe it's time to just bust out your strong one, just that we take no chances here. Or take the fewest number of chances possible. In fact, I'm not actually going to have you attack. Yes, I am. I should. Let me go have you maybe take care of this one and then run back. So can you do that? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, you cannot. Fine. Better attack this one this turn. Be a little gutsy. They don't have a 100% chance to hit you. Oh, I didn't need to do that. They already were low on health. I didn't realize they didn't have max health. My bad. Whatever. That works. And now you've got your good lance on for this next turn. So question is, do I move up here so that they can't get any headway here and shoot, say, Astrid? Or do I want them to be able to shoot Astrid? No, we don't want that. They'll probably go after Levy anyway, but let's just keep our people in the back safe where we can. And this also gives more ranged opportunity. Is there anyone on the front lines who desperately needs healing? Randolph could probably go for some healing, because say he attacks you. He's got a chance to take damage here. Well, not very much. It's mostly mages we'd be worried of, and anyone who with a Laguz type thing, like you. So actually, if I had you run up here and take out the one with the Laguz bow, can you do that, by the way? You cannot. You are not speedy enough. It probably is best if you get healed then. Now, do I have you do that yourself? Because Mist could potentially be an attacker here. We have people with low health say that she could finish off. I think let's have her do something like that. Yonk! How's it feel, Mist? Level 13. It's like the highest level of our whole party. Well, no, I guess Taronio. Strength, magic, and skill. Oh, that'd be so sad if we lose this. It's the things I've been wanting for you forever. Right, so Mist, since we've already got a defensive line here, she'd probably be better to maintain it. Or I could have Rolf take up her position in a moment here because he's very tanky, and have her go up to like help here because there are axes and stuff here that she could. There are no axes here. I completely lied. But her defensive 18 makes her rather sturdy for all this stuff. She could probably survive everything that goes on here by dodging or what have you. What's her biorhythm like? Ooh. I'm very tempted to have her just kind of run up and sort of put in some work here. She hasn't died yet. Yeah, but there's a lot of accuracies of like 120, so she's only getting like a 40% chance to dodge. Let's count it up. 20 minus her res of 9, so that's 11. Assuming everything hits. 11, 10, 21, 9, 30, 4, 34, 5, 39. All right, so it all adds up to a little more than her max health, though I expect she will dodge at least one thing, and probably they will prefer to go after where the balls is Levy. Levy, because some of them can reach her from here. So I actually feel rather safe putting her here, and that sort of blocks off some of their range of movement as well. Some of them will be forced to go towards her, and for this, it's probably a good idea to give her the standoff, I think. If ever there were time. I suppose I can give her steel sword for now, and the standoff will be the next one to come in. I'm fine with that as well. Alright, let's see what you can do. The more aggressive I can be here, the better, because then the lower the chances they go after someone with like a really low crit resistance or whatever. Which I guess Mia's luck isn't very good, but... Magic and speed, interesting and unique. Speed, anyway, is good. And weapon level up. Are you up to S now? Hot friggity diggity, that's the vague caddy you can use now, or Coddy, however it's said. Right, so I see a lot of people with bows here, and once again, I figure they're mostly going after Levy, who is surrounded on all sides now, which is nice. But, Titania does not have very much health. Hopefully no one chooses to go after her. Could have Elincia heal her. Reese is probably a better idea to heal her, isn't he? Who can be hitting from there? People with bows. Once again, as I said before, I don't know how consistent Provoke is, although if the last turn is any indication, it's got like a pretty solid chance to work. Like it's almost 100% that they will prefer to go after the person with Provoke. Either way, Ike is still here, as are Soren and a number of our spellcasters. I just don't know because the bow people, how much would you survive a bow to the face? Probably better than I was expecting, actually, so I guess this isn't a terrible idea. But the other thing is all the people right up here have low health anyway, so it feels like a waste to use magic on them. Can anyone reach up there where those other two bow paladins are? No. So in theory, if we were able to get, like, you three kind of taken care of and then have our mages come up and fight you, that would be good. Or I could also have Rolf do some stuff because he's very sturdy. Have him say, like, brave bow this. I could have Boyd do some good stuff here, but he'd have to break the defensive line. Oh, wow. He's not actually as fast enough to do that. I take that back. Right, well, we need someone defensive standing here anyway for all this junk. Well, people can't really get that far just by walking this turn, so I guess we don't really need someone blocking this turn. I could have you go and put in some work here. You're probably safe enough to stand here and do something like this. It's like you get enough attacks to take them all the way down there, although that's maybe a bit of a waste of that bow. Probably better to do this one. Just not enough. Fine, just brave bow this. I'm making calls here. I'm banking pretty hard now on Levy's, well done. Durability who? Oh wow, wasn't even enough. Just needed to throw another crit on there. I'm banking pretty hard on Levy's ability to provoke here. Well actually the tricky thing is, since I blocked her off on most sides, it'll be like one person runs up and attacks her and then no one else can reach her. Right, well I better move someone out of the way then. Maybe Randolph is the one who takes this person out. We've got so many mages who can probably do it. Buffet it. Zap. Alright, they're not going to outspeed our mages too hard here, so assuming they only get like one shot on each mage, these two are not going to be a big problem. So I could have like, let's just be, yeah, I could have like Reese and Soren range these mages probably. Though it would be good to heal someone. Astra's going to be safe. Titania's maybe I'm a little worried about. Maybe that's what Alencia can do this turn, because I don't really want to put her too far up where these enemies are at the moment. That's a really good level for you. Things really do depend on who like people are sort of choosing to go after here, because these people, they could double up on one of our mages. Is that area really safe for Ike to stand, say? He might get one spear thrown at him, but I think he's probably safe to run up and like do some damage here. If he did the Regal Sword, that's effectiveness against mounted people. What damage is that? 17 to 17? That's pretty good. Chance of an ether or crit. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. That's one of them taken care of. And I'm not really worried about the other one actually, because I can't really one-shot any of our people up front here, I don't think. So it's probably safe to kind of leave them. Alternatively, if I am not worried about you anymore, where our ranges look more like this, so I could probably bring you up here and I wouldn't be really risking anyone in the back. If I did say Killer Axe here, alright, the chances aren't very good. They're weirdly dodgy. No, you're just weirdly inaccurate. So we've got Randolph to move, Boyd to move, and Alencia to move. I'm thinking Alencia, you get 9, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe you go heal Randolph this turn. Or Titania, who's more defensive. Bull. He's got way more defense and equal dodge. So she is in more danger at present, I would say. Lagu's effectiveness bow, so 25 minus 3, but then plus 10, so 12 damage to you, I think. But no one else is going to be able to add up to that enough to finish you from there, I don't think. So that should be reasonably good. May as well have Valencia heal one of you this turn. I should have given her a heal staff instead of just the silly men, but we don't really need to save the men for anything special anyway, I don't think. Why do you get plus 3 on these? Is that from the sword? Yes, it is. Put that back on. Right, I'm going to heal Titania. Booloo-doo. Oh, Scheisse. I gotta remember you are still here, because I haven't taken you down yet. Yeah, this could turn afoul for any one of us, one of our low defense people. Like, Soren is not really very well protected from anything here, but I just gotta have a little faith that they prefer to go after Levy. But I think I want Boyd here so that no one... Well, actually, they won't be able to have an easier time getting to Soren if I move Boyd, so there's not really any downside to doing so at the moment, I suppose. No, but they would have an easier time shooting Alencia, which would be bad. Her defense is 14, but 25 plus 9 is what, 34? And their speed, 17. Oh, 34 minus 14, 20. So she actually should be fine, even if they did choose to go after her. So it may be not the worst idea to have him try for like a crit here or something, say. There isn't also much benefit, I don't think, to getting that done this turn. We're gonna have a lot of turns to deal with all this stuff over here. Especially since those generals in the back are gonna move pretty slow. Let's try this. Oh, that wasn't the last person. I'll just have you heal yourself, why don't we? Oh wait, maybe it would be a good idea to have you do this? Can't really finish it. Maybe it's best to have you start fighting the Laguzbo person or the short spear person or something. Get someone gone on your turn. Nah, just stand there and heal. But it's better to have a few people available to go after Levy so that they don't choose anyone else. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna move you up. How much is this one doing? Not very much. Alright. Randolph and Mia should be able to tag team this well enough. Please don't die, Randolph! Probably would have been better to just put you there with a vulnerary, but I'm going for speed of takedowns here because we don't know how fast the reinforcements are going to come. Things can get very, very scary very fast. Especially if they reinforce them from the side we're on currently. That would be unpleasant. All right, let's see what's going, if I made any massive mistakes here. Okay, going after Levy, which is what we kind of figured. This could be an easy dodge coming this way, or indeed a just tanking it, because it won't be that much damage. Good. Now, I think that she loses 2 gauge per interaction here, so she has 3 interactions where she'll stay transformed. And I reckon she shall survive those, and then anything else after. Nice, okay. And she gets to respawn here for a bit of damage as well. She's going to be way faster. Nice. So that's already well taken care of for the next round. We only need 1 mage probably going out on that. You're going after Mia. Let's see how that goes for you. She's got the steel sword, so she might not be doing too much damage here, actually. She might probably be doing at least a bit. Nice dodge. Is that a crit? Nice. All right. And that's to put the durability down to 5, so she might break it this turn, depending on who goes after who. All right, they're spreading it out a bit. They're going some on Randolph, some on her, so this is good. Steel blade, that'll be a lot of damage. No, it won't. Yonk! And he's got a lot of gauge, so he'll be able to... He should be straight transformed for at least this turn, I reckon. Okay, this is looking quite hopeful, actually. The unfortunate thing is that I've left them kind of... There are a lot of them sort of chilling over with Mia and Randolph there, so we're going to have to move people up pretty fast if we want to hit them. Ow! You're going away to get healed or something? I guess. Say all right for me, I got all the time in the world. Slash I don't, because Mist doesn't have very many heal stats, but you know what I mean. Alright, and they're not going to be here for like a turn and a bit, so we have enough some time to chase down some people and clear them out here. But I say we continue to hole up here until they stop sending people, because they will have a limit to their people, and if they don't, then that's more XP for us, I say. Right, I'm not concerned too much with, like, strategy of, like, at what point do we... I'm saying I think we just charge them all down this turn, because they're sort of scattered and low on health. It is perhaps good for Mia to chase these ones down a bit, because she's the only one who can, really. She could finish this one pretty easily. She's still on max health, so she's not really in danger here, I wouldn't say. Yonk. And I'm not really worrying too much about who's getting what XP here, because I'd rather just get it done at this point. There's going to be a lot of XP to go around. All right, could you finish this person so that we can sort of close in from this side to this side? This is what, 34 minus 15, so it's 15 plus 4 is 19 times 2 is good. All right, you have a decent amount of health, so it would be good to get a mage to take you down. And you could do 13 and 13 here. Ah, that's not enough. Health under it then. Very well. Yes, and your strength is going up, so you barely are encumbered by any tome. I don't think there's probably any tome heavy enough to weigh you down at this rate of... Considering what your strength is now. 6, 1, 3, 3. Yeah, it's not going to be a problem. Unnecessary adept, but go ham. Scheiße, actually, I should look at where the Wyvern Knights are. They might be a little closer than I think, because they do get to move really fast. Nah, it's going to be fine. I should have given you... I don't know why I gave you 2 hand axes. That was kind of stupid. At least this one has lots of damage on it. Actually, it might not be a bad thing to do here. 7 and 7. Ah, it's not enough. Go for a killer axe again. There's a decent chance of a crit here anyway. Yak. Here we go. Nicely done. Nice. Oh, man. The trigger on Ether must be like... It must be more than just your skill. It must be like skill plus luck or something, because he gets it so often. I guess his skill's pretty high, isn't it? Is that level 6 for you? Sweet. Let's take a bit of defense and speed. Oh, strength as well. Strong boy. Yeah, the strength is getting pretty high. And I guess that's kind of like what I think of Ike. I think of Ike as being pretty shredded usually, but historically in our file, he's been of a rather average strength. In the politest possible way, in a good way. I usually think of him as having like supernatural strength, and that's kind of what he's getting now. Part of me is like, I don't know, it was kind of cool to have him be like a little weaker because it required me to get like a lot more crits for him and stuff. But it actually doesn't matter, so I don't know why I'm talking about it. We need to pull back and have some heals, I think, for a bit. Wyvern Knights are coming down, but we won't need to worry about that because we're going to be all defended and stuff. And you know, you're good against Wyvern Riders, so I'll put you up front, and I'll start doing a bit of Mist's clinic, where I kind of have everyone kind of form around her. I'll move her up a little so that it's easier for people to do. Oh yes, Reese can heal people as well, and he is way lower level than her, so he should be doing that. Well, they should both be doing it at the same time for sure, though, because we have a lot of people to heal. You're coming back. Okay, this works for me. I'm on full health. This seems like only a terrible idea for you. Ow. Ow. Alright, fine. You may be more skilled than me, but can you swing this big sword around with one hand? Ah, you're doing that too. And you've only got shine, so you're gonna do like 5 damage here? Something inadvisable anyway. Or 0. That works. That's also a thing that I would say categorizes inadvisable. Now, Mia is probably safe to have here for even for a bit, but since Randolph will be transforming back in not too long, I think it's probably good if I get him out of there. Yes, to go get healed and stuff. Maybe it's a good idea to have him just do one last attack before he goes back. Oh yeah, it is. Because they'll be able to take this down this turn, so it's not like I'm putting him in the middle of the worst thing forever. Blech. And I think I'd probably best have Mia take down that mage. First of all, so they can stop healing, and secondly, so that, oh, I takes down one of his gauge. Cool. So that, because then this one's going to come after you. This one and this one are going to come after you this next turn. Just so I know how you're stacking up against this one. Yeah, it'll be alright. Now I could double you and take you down if this sword had enough durability on it. But looks like I'm going to have to swap to standoff early. Let's do it. Nice. Didn't even need to take the damage. I know I was kind of memeing just because I'm head over heels for me that I was putting all the permabuffs in her, but having one character who's like a little ridiculously kitted out is not actually always a bad idea, because then you can do stuff like this where they just go up and hold off one entire side of a battlefield. Alright, you can't get too far, so you may as well go for this one this turn. This is good damage for you, from you, whatever you want to say. Dope. Now I could just sort of hope that you get a crit here, and then I don't have to waste any of your better bows, and I think that's probably what I'm going to do, because there are people who can reach this one. Even without a crit, it's very sturdy damage. At this point, since we have a fewer enemies to get down, I don't mind going a bit of, like, who needs experience? And it is Nephany and Oscar. Does she have Wrath, by the way? I'm pretty sure she does. Yeah, that's so cool. I gave it to Nephany and Brom, the prison bros. There's another Ether. Wow. He uses it almost as much as I use it in Smash. Right, okay, his skill is pretty good, so I guess I can see that if it just is the skill percent chance to hit, then a 21% chance for Ether is... falls with what I see. Nicely done. Let's have it. Nice, okay. What more could you ask for a warrior? Well, I mean, I guess I would like a bit of speed and luck and skill, but let's not be so picky now. Right, so I'll just back you folks up. Who could use some health? And everyone who needs health, get around Mist. We've got, their reinforcements are not getting here quickly, so you have time. Mist and Reese, right, okay. And I suppose Alencia as well, I may as well have her just be throwing out with the mend. I could ever trade the heal off, but we have so many mend stuff that I'm like not using, so I'm not really worried about it. All three of our Healy people go Healy. You could actually probably do some good damage here, couldn't you? 22, that would be a takedown, but you risk getting hit back for, well, not very much. Sure, let's get Mordecai some experience. He's at max health and all. Well done. Alright, that spread us out a fair bit, unfortunately. There's a meteor coming out over here. Oh, don't be bad, don't be bad, don't be bad. Oh, nice dodge. Yikes, unfortunately that means they're moving, though. What do I do about that? Can Nephany run up that far this turn and throw a javelin in their face? Maybe. Alright, then we got these three chuckleheads coming down. Are those wyvern riders coming over anytime soon, or are they gonna... Whoa, this is a lot of people that just spawned. Hello, sorry, what over here? Blizzard, fun. Thoron, even funner. It's a word, I promise. And Boganon and Meteor. Oh, good God. Okay, watch out for those. But especially watch out for this one. Your res is 11 to their attack with the Meteor of 28. So not going to get wrecked just yet. I say run up there and heal yourself with a Vulnerary, and they may choose to go after you with the Hellfire, and they may not. And if, regardless, you can chase them down this next turn, I expect. They don't have anywhere to hide, really. And they move slower than you? Yeah. So you're going to gain 1 square on them this next turn if they run their full 6 squares away, and then you'll be able to throw javelins and it'll be good. Hopefully they don't go after you. I can lure them over this turn, so they don't go after you, actually, if I put, like, Rolf is already there. That's good. Probably better if Boyd stands there. Steel Lance, Steel Bow. Yeah. Bring Rolf back to get some heals, and then have Boyd sort of stand there so that they all come after him, and they don't go after Nephany. Crucially. I'll just finish off the steel sword on you. Would have been nice if it was a critter. Well, I guess an Astra wouldn't really help. That would still be damaging your durability. And this will bring down to your standoff, which you'll be able to use to tank you, and if they choose to go after you, them as well. Down to 28. That's not very many, but they can be bringing as many as they... It's a large number out anyway. Right, okay, so now I get my 3 healers to do my 3 healings, so probably run off as priority. Let's start with that. Let's use your physics to see how many people need it. So Boyd is a little low. Mia could use it. Rolf, Mordecai, Soren. Let's heal Mordecai and Rolf from up close this turn. Mia will survive for a bit. Long enough to get back here anyway, and she should take that Feral one out this turn, and then maybe a few of those riders as well. Most of us are well taken care of now. I wonder what Alencia's growths are like. I bet they're good. You don't have to tell me. If that was idle curiosity, you don't have to look it up and put it in the comments or anything like that. I'd be fine with if you didn't. Okay, so they're going after Boyd. They've taken the bait there, which is bad for his health, but good for... Now it's going to be easy for Nephany to take them out this next turn. I had considered that as a possible angle. Oh god, I didn't really... Okay, I don't know why I didn't see that happening. I forgot to mark that feral one or something. Whatever. Titania will do some good damage there. At least an easy takedown for someone else. You're going after Boyd. You're going after Mia because you can actually hit her this turn. Although she's going to hit back. I regret to inform you. Now, she's at weapon type disadvantage here, but she's Mia, so it doesn't matter. It's another level for you. It's up to level 8 or something like that. Yes. Queen Slay. More speed is good. At this point, I'm not even worried about getting doubles. It's nice to be able to double even the fastest enemies, but I'm more happy about your dodge considering what a tank you are. All right, some bow shots going here. Probably going to hit at least one. There's one. Right. And his defense isn't amazing, but his health is. So that's that. We'll start with you because if this doesn't work, that we're going to need to. That's going to play into our strategy elsewhere. So 17 to 17 is 34, right? Yeah. So as long as they hit both of these, that's good. And they've got meteors, so they can't respond at the moment. And usually, I didn't even check, but you can loot these usually, right? So it would be nice to actually have an extra meteor for when Soren gets his fire up. Oh, he didn't get it. Shame. Oh, those mages with the long-rangey things are going to come after us. Hey, that's fun. How heavy is a blizzard? Heavy! I guess that won't be good for South to try and take. Especially since you'll have to run through the range to get to it anyway. The only way you could crack that is if you had Marsha fly him over and then race and run over because he's got high res and then sing South again. A brave sword here as well. Lots of things to watch out for. But I'll start by just kind of marking everyone here. Weren't there two with a long-rangey thing? You've got Blizzard, so there was one with Meteor as well, right? Okay, you're standing there, though. Alright, so just be careful about that range as we carry on here. Oscar and Effie's still in low levels, so good if they can get some damage on here. You'd be able to take this out, so do it. Alright, Nephany I was just up there doing stuff with, so she's moved. Nicely done. As long as we keep a level head, we should be able to get through the rest of this in our own time. This is nice because they've given us that was everything but luck. Well done. They've given us a match where they're just kind of like, here's 30 enemies, go ham, which is meaning we're growing extremely quickly and everyone's becoming ridiculously powerful. But I see what they mean about it potentially being a long one because there's no telling how many more of the people they spawn in here. Though we're doing well with heals and stuff so far. A few weapons are on the lower end of durability, but we shall survive. God, you're on low health. I don't know why I brought you to the front here. It's fine. You should be okay. Yonk. Yonk. That was the slowest 2 swings in the world. She did one and she politely waited are you gonna, you can respond if you've got a bow, it's fine. Yonk! Marsha's still only at 0 XP, so she can go over here and Lance this, which she comes out, I'd say the better of. By a fair clip. Speed of only 16, that's actually kind of rare in Paladins we've seen these days. Nice dodge. Alex hasn't got too much experience, he's on low biorhythm, but it's probably gonna be fine. Yeah. Just enough as long as both of these hit. Except, never mind, because Ether! So it would have been way more than enough anyway. Right, I gotta do this thing where I sort of move them up ahead, and if you're not needing healing, go here, so I can get a visual representation of it. How much people need it. Mia needs healing, and she could also use another sword if anyone's got one. Lying around. Let's just see if anyone has some swords hanging around. Ah, Levy does. Perfect. And he's got a few extras as well. But I don't want him to wait. I don't want him to waste either of these 3 because they can be really helpful. So it's probably better they just carry someone with the steel sword as long as possible. But Levy, where is she? You can give me that. Nice job picking that up. We've got a few of those, so it's not a massive waste to use that, I wouldn't say. Right, better visual representation is by using Physic here. So a whole bunch of people around here could use a little bit of healing, and then Boyd could use a lot, and I think Nephany as well, but she's not quite back yet. But I will start by having you do some short melee heals here, and Brom will be back in a minute. Boyd will be back in a minute. Is that level 7 or 8 for you? Oh, 9 even. Wow! More strength. Will be actually quite good for you in battle, because this one is now not encumbering you anymore, and this one encumbers you a little less. I hope we get to a point where they sell physics stuffs in the store. I'm gonna buy a billion if I ever get to that point. I think it's fair to start moving up sort of now. But watching out for that. Oh man, are they all going after Nephany? Yikes! Alright, a few more mounted people. That's not really as much of a concern as this is. No, you're the one with the long range one. Okay, so Nephany can regroup with the party quick before that goes down, which is good. I'm gonna keep Astrid here because if she can run up, but then she'd be at the mercy of the longsword, which isn't great. This is actually a tough party they brought down. But we should be able to manage something. Okay, if we go, like, here, are we in the risk of, like, many other people? No, we should be able to get up to, like, here. If they're going to be, like, here this next turn. We should be able to get there without much hassle. Bring Boyd down, too. He and Neffany could both use healing big time. Ah, no one's quite close enough for Neffany. Except... Oh, she was only missing 3 health. It's actually not that desperate. 31. Look at that. Oh. Feels good, man. Feels good. This is one of those things, I think I'll probably say this again when we're closer to the end of the game, and like I'm doing my end credits review type dealio. I think even on the hard difficulty, I understand that having you do the whole mission back to back with no checkpoints is like technically harder because any mistake means a massive setback, but at the same time it also does just kind of mean a large setback, and I don't know that it exactly increases the difficulty. I understand you can't, that the problem, like in the sequel, or I think in this game too, on normal mode, you can make a save anytime you want in a battle and reload that as many times as you want, which can make it... You can fudge growths that way and stuff, and like odds of things. You can just keep reloading it until things work the way you want, kind of. And then it lets you like try a bunch of different things. And I understand why that's a little broken, but I think I would have done it so that you have like at least... You get like one battle save in the middle of a mission, just because the missions are so damn long. Like right now I would probably pull a save here, because since we got that first bit done, and I'd be all... Okay, this is like our little base camp, and that would be the only save I get. So even if I get up to the boss, I wouldn't be able to save right before the boss then. If I died, I'd go back here. I feel like that would be a little more fair. Just that you're not doing like 3-hour runs at a time. But still, you can't just save every 2 seconds. That would be my solution, but I was not on the dev team, so... we shall survive, and well, we shall hopefully survive, and if we do not... okay, you're going after Astrid here. Parody! Yeah, take that! Bet you won't, ow! Never mind. Forget my smack talk. Oh yeah, she gets 2 XP from that. Wicked. Okay, so, unfortunate that you, peeps are coming down. Ah, there spawned more just then. Yikes. Because, before what I was saying about, like, this area is totally safe because look how no one can reach it is no longer true when you consider these folks. But they're not these paladins are kind of like the basic enemy they've been throwing at us for a while. Their attacks are like 24, 23, 27, no chance of crit, so it's not actually really the worst thing. As long as we're putting good people there. It's going to be tricky for us to reach that mage in the back, though, as well. Oh, how many moves do you get? It's 9, so if you could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that would be a reasonably safe, like, backstep for you once we get these ones taken care of. So lance beats sword, so this would be good for you to do, right? You're taking maybe 6 here, and on a crit, that would be 18, so you're probably going to be safe. Oh, you only get 1 hit, though, so that's no fun. The thing is, I'd be happy to be like, yeah, let's just wait for them to kind of catch up. Oh, actually, maybe that's not a bad idea to step back once, because if you go, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're actually much closer together than before. But then you guys are going to group up on us. Probably better that we get some of these down this turn, because this one is going to be especially hazardous. We have people to heal. It's fine. People who can heal. Oh, did they have a crit chance? I didn't even check. Oh my god, please don't have a crit chance. Yikes. Oh god, Thoron looks really scary in this game. Oh, nice dodge. And always, as is tradition for this episode, getting the crit on the second hit when it is less useful. I suppose I shouldn't complain at all. Nice. And I guess down is probably safer. Now, as long as I say Braum was going to try and take this one down, I think it's probably fine. Take no damage in response here. Do a bit and get some sword proficiency. And I guess I'll have Ike or whomever go and do this. And then Astrid has enough room to finish off here. Probably better that we heal her before she goes and does that. Because this person's got a long-range thing equipped, right? So they won't be able to respond with Elwind to her. So she'll be safe in that regard. Just at the mercy, potentially, of these bunch. So 23, 24, 27. Let's just think about that now with her defense. So 10, 11, and 14 adds up to 35. So if you healed, you would be just not healthy enough. Is there any way you could get the Night Ward from you this turn and still attack? I'm not sure there is. Their accuracies are pretty poor. Their biorhythm sucks right now, but there's no way they're gonna hit all 3, right? I'm gonna look like a real idiot if they do, but there's no way. So it's fine. That actually was probably pretty unnecessary. Probably could have just done it with Javelin, but that works. Get you up to level 6. Now you're the last one. You were the last one who was still on level 5 of our classed up people. Nice defense and skill. Is Sylph close enough to finish this? Because he probably would be able to. Ah, shucks. Oscar is the person, of course. Oh, longsword good against horses, but it doesn't really matter in the end. Because you're way too tanky for it to matter too much. This is going to be a dicey move here. Is it safer? Who can they hit with this thing? And who's gonna die from 26? I don't think many people. So maybe it's better to let them draw a little closer this turn or something. Like, because they're probably going to want to, like, run down here and hit someone who's got low magic defense in our crowd here, like Boyd or something. So if we let them draw closer with that, actually, that's probably the safer play than putting Astrid, making Astrid sicker neck out there. They'll blizzard someone, it'll be unpleasant, and we'll survive. Actually, it will be very unpleasant if it's Titania, won't it? Because she can also be hit by this and this. 24 and 23 to her defense of 15, so 8 and 9. 17 plus 26 minus 9 is 17, so 17 is 34. She'll be alright. This is about the point where I'm starting to worry that we're going to be assailed from behind, though. Pretty sure you can't double with Blizzard, but even if you could, your effective speed right now is 12, so I don't think it'll be a problem. Probably Renoff they're going to want to Blizzard, aren't they? I'm not sure. Alright, let's see how, if I have messed anything up. Okay, so they stepped back to do it, which I didn't expect. Oh, of course they did, because I moved everyone up. Well, whatever, it's, at this point, we're gonna just tank this Blizzard in a minute. Alright, so I've lured down you, and then, okay, I think the way that it paused there makes me think that it's just gonna be those paladins who are approaching us are the only ones who are gonna be coming over here now. Oh, wow, you still have the killer axe, eh? Wonk! That'd actually be nice to get for thinning their crowd a bit, but it seems like that Feral one and the Sniper are the only two of the actual defense party who are coming down here. Level for Titania brings up to 13 or something? Yes. Good. Especially Rez, actually, because that's been something you're faltering in a little. Right, so you four are coming down. You're shooting a bow at her, so she won't be able to throw the killer axe, obviously, at you, but it'll take, like, 5 damage or 0. And then I think it's just these 3 paladins and then none of the other main defense force. I just gotta be wary now that we're getting near to entering meteor range, so I gotta just mark you. All right, I think I don't like taking chances with these peeps, and if I could have Astrid do this, but then it's kind of the same problem as before. Actually, I could probably have Titania do this because she's a little defensier than Astrid, a little hardier. So 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is pretty safe for her to do if I give her, say, a hand axe. And that's 14 and 14 is not enough. Tomahawk, though, that's enough. Thank you, Chiron. Yonk. Yonk! Alright, good. We can get that taken care of, and then we don't have to worry about, our entire party taking 20 damage at any point. Well, not the entire party. We don't have to worry about an arbitrary 20 damage going out on someone, basically. Now, there's a lot of hard hitting here, but we've got a lot of defensive people up front. I say we pull a bit of what we were doing at the beginning of this mission and kind of, move defensive people up. Well, let me just be careful to not enter ranges such as these when I move my defensive people up. But I'm thinking we move defensive people up and have our mounted people go up and attack in return. I don't know, you're a bit of an awkward case. I suppose I could have Lethe... Oh, of course they were targeting Lethe because provoke. Right. I could have Lethe do this. How many people aside from you, Bunch, does that bring down? It does bring down a lot of people. And that forces us into all of a sudden a very... up front position, and I'd rather kind of take these ones out before I lure down, say, you. So it might be time to back up a little, or maybe just move our defense people up just enough to take care of these ones. So this is 19, so he's gonna tank. He would tank this pretty well if I had him up here to take down the archer. And even then, I could have someone pull him back if that seems like a bad idea. I'll put Braum over on this side, just so we can sort of flank them. That's one that was steel bow. I guess. Well, I don't see why not. His skill is pretty decently high, so he gets a nice crit chance on him. Right, and Mia's pretty indestructible as of yet, so I say we put her as far up as possible. Not quite that far, actually, because that would block Rolf, and I want him to be... Well, I guess I could put her here. That's not terribly unsafe. It lures down some people, but it's not quite as bad as... Yeah, because we can always move other people back if it turns out that we really don't want anyone but Mia doing this. She's got a decent chance of taking this out. Yeah, I think it's time for a push, because otherwise they're just going to keep spawning people, and I'm going to get caught up in it and then make some mistake somewhere else. So I think the more headway we get on the actual main party, who isn't just some random reinforcement, the better at the moment. Everyone I'm moving up is very hardy, so I'm not too worried about any of them getting wrecked by those 4 paladins, especially since Lethe is close here now, so they're probably going to all prefer... Oh, they can't all reach her. Oh, okay, so actually they... No, they can't all reach her, so they're probably going to try for her, which is best for us. Well, not best, but it's quite good for us, relatively speaking. And that gives the rest of our friends some easy shots out on here. It's just, there's a lot of people hanging right around here. Oh, I gotta watch out for some crazy weapons as well. So a longbow here, I mean, that's usually means low damage in the end. 17. I don't even think... Yeah, how many people can that actually hurt? Watch the Pharaoh ones. Killer Lance. Oh, watch that especially. Good God. Platinum with Steel Blade. Goose Lance. You've got all kinds of crazy junk. The Goose Axe and Short Axe. Steel Blade and Short Axe. A Brave Sword. Right. Steel Lance, Steel Lance, Steel Lance. I appreciate their mercy in making these ones not have crazy weapons. Randolph assumed to transform, so I suppose I'll put him up here. So if anyone tries to attack him this turn, they're just going to be speeding it along, and basically. You want to throw a bit of a zap out there. This has been a bit of a tricky mission for getting our mages up at the front to do stuff, because there are just so many enemy reinforcements that if I'm moving them up, they're usually in someone's range, although at this point I think I'm relatively safe as long as I get these two to put our mages up somewhere. Mordecai's probably safe to go just here. He's got a 100% chance. Oh, because he's next to Randolph, that's right. Oh, whoops, I didn't really read that, but it's fine. Apparently you'll be alright. He's next to Ileana as well, I guess. Right. Oh, no, he actually brings his avoidance up by 7. That's fun. Funny, rather. Ah, yikes. Any hand axe sets you've got? It's probably not a good idea to waste them at the moment, actually. Ah, gosh, who should do this? Just don't want to put you there. Right, actually, you can use your hand axe here. I guess it's fine. Duh, if you hit it. My God. There we go. Alright, so just to recap about what terrible thing's gonna happen this turn. You're not gonna be able to hit anyone. You're gonna hit Mia. You 4 are probably gonna go after Lethe as much as you possibly can. Meteor is gonna hit no one, I don't think, and then maybe some more scary people will come over, but I think that's altogether rather acceptable. Now, the question is, should I be moving people up this turn? First of all, let me check with Physic how many people need health. Tanya could use 1, Nephany could use 4, Mordecai could use 4, so we're not really worried. And it's not really safe for any of us to reach Titania as it stands, and no one actually can reach Mordecai except if we use the Physic, which is probably a bit of a waste, so let's have Valencia just melee heal Nephany here. Probably could have taken the heal staff from Reese to do that, but I didn't. Tough. Almost a level for you. Can't wait to see how you grow. I've also never been quite clear what the attribute does. I think at least in the sequel, it's like each map has... Oh, it's got to be something to do with the supports, I guess. Probably. Right, well, I've only figured that out just now because it shows them on the supports as well. I don't know what it has to do with it. And in the sequel, though, I think there's something like each map has an element, and so your character gets a boon on that map or something. I don't know. It's weird. All right, see how this goes for us. We got a lot of defensive people on the front there, so I'm not too worried about most of them, and they're also going to be putting out a lot of damage here. You've got a silver sword on now? That's great. I should probably start just giving you those anyway. It's just that they're not very durable. 25 hits, though, something like that, so that's not actually that bad. Good. Well done. Even getting weapon typed. Now, you are coming down, but you're not attacking just yet. Oh, are those other Wyvern Knights not even going to come down? So they're going to really go one at a time here. They're not coming down in pods. It's very helpful. Lethe's going to put out some massive damage in response on these ones. Make it very easy for takedowns this next turn. That's going to be great. Get a real foothold in this place. What a legend, honestly. Imagine 3 different archers riding up on you and just going like, pew, 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 one after the other. And you just like, each of them. How badass do you have to be? Right, so let's mark everyone who is not the people, or who is not right in front of us, and then see if we can stay out of those ranges while we thin this crowd up. And then it's only about 15 of them left, is that right? Looks kind of that way. We can then all go on without stepping into any new ranges, which is perfect, and just the way I like it. And then we can just sort of step in one by one and lure it down by turn. And our weapon durabilities, for the most part, are holding out here. I used, oh my god, what? How did that even happen? She just did like a baseball slide, but like without any, how? And Mia's crit is like that too. She just accelerates without any kind of muscle movement. She just goes like, and slides forward. That was a level of dopeness I was not at all prepared for. You could actually knife this one for a bit of XP. Can you steal anything from them? Ooh, you could probably steal some swords, except your full on items, I reckon. Yeah, whatever. Just go knife this one for the XP. Yes, that's a level. I would take a bit more strength, a bit more defense, and a bit more skill. Obviously, you can't level up in your speed. Skill and res and luck and health. Nice. Yes, actually, health I should be concerned about for you. Perfect for him, he said, with no knowledge whatsoever. Yeah, Silver Sword's got 25 hits on it, so it's not that bad, actually. And the might is, you know, obviously not to be sniffed at. That's as good as my standoff, and better accuracy as well, actually. I guess I just didn't up the... Wait, I mean, I didn't up the accuracy or the crit on this thing, is that right? Youch. And it's steel, so it's even heavier. Man, standoff is not as good as this sword. I may as well be using it, I guess. We need to make you a standoff version too, Mia. This is garbage. We can make it off a silver sword this time too. Ooh. That's definitely the next one I'm making. I might even sell this one when we get back. Nice crit. Good timing. I'm gonna speed this up a little. Put them down at like 4 or 2, 2 or 1 or 2 health, I think. Nice. I don't know what that effect was. I guess it was corrosion, but obviously you can't corrode their claws. Sorry, Feral One. I have to wonder what they were like before that. Nice. Very close to a level for you. I got that 3 here. Man, I really was slacking off. Titania's lacking a little in strength as well. Or, sorry, speed. I think I'm pretty satisfied with her strength. Most part. Yeah. Although it looks like Acid will catch up, doesn't it? There's a decent chance of an ether on either of these. Yep. Nicely done. One of the great things about having a skill like that is it's much like a crit where it means you're not wasting too much weapon durability on enemies who just have a lot of health, because you're just going to cleave through them and then like the one hitter anyway. I'd say once we take out this pod, it seems like they're going to kind of hold off for a moment on sending too many more down, so we might have a chance to kind of relax and heal a bit. Might. They could always spawn some more people with long-range magic as well, which would suck. But at least I'd rather they do it here than when we're right up there and don't have any way to prevent it. Nice, that's level 14 for you or something crazy like that? 9. Don't know why I thought you were that high in levels. Wowie! Strength, speed, defense, and skill. All of those physical combat-y things that I like. And luck is actually quite good, because I am often putting you in stupid situations. She does a bit of win here, but not enough to take down. Just that she gets a bit of XP might be a level for her, and then, great. And then Storm will get the takedown, which will be a level for him. Bring them both to 7. Strength of 10. Perfect. And more defense. Oh, yes. Might be time to give you a dagger. Unnecessary crit! Yonk. Now, why does he get to keep the cool crit animation, but Ilyana gets the silly one where she spins around? I mean, I guess there's a lot of spinning involved in most crits, but, yeah, I like the one where she did it, like, slowly before. It was much more menacing. Magic and speed. Perfect. Right, so who needs health? Soth, Titania, Ilyana, Mordecai, Oscar. Oscar probably the most legitimate in need of health. And a level for Valencia. Let's see it. I'm hoping for a bit of strength, magic, speed, and defense. Some skill. Okay. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. I could see you being like that skill and luck and speed type who, like, dodges everything, crits a lot, but maybe doesn't have the best, like, brute physical strats. I can see that. And it totally works for me. Whoa! Okay, hi. Oh, does she heal naturally from, with Amity? I would believe it. It's got all kinds of awesome boons. It allows her to strike twice, it heals her, it gives defense and res. It's an amazing sword. Right, okay, since they're spawning those, well, let's just, try and draw down some more this turn so that we can get a bit of headway here, even if they're gonna keep, spawning more people and stuff. Who's got a better dodge at the moment? Is it Lethe or, Mia? It is Lethe, but she might untransform soon, and I'd like to get her at least a few more attacks before then, so let's not tempt fate there. Let's just put Mia there, draw 1 or 2 more down, it'll be fine. I am going to give Valencia Mist's heal staff right about now, because I'm having them heal more than her because she's high level, and it's got more durability, and it's less of a waste, etc., etc. And you and Brom are hanging out, so you get some decent boons from that. Oh, you don't actually get... I mean, you get a spread all around, so you get a bit of attack, a bit of defense, a bit of accuracy, a bit of dodge, so it's not that bad, I guess. I would like a bit more dodge, though. That's like my favorite thing that you get from supports. Might have to back up in a minute here anyway, when the 6 paladins come down, but we shall see. Actually, do they have any crazy weapons on them? Steel lance, steel sword, steel blade, short axe, steel bow, steel lance, short axe, steel silver lance, short axe, silver sword, steel bow. Okay, some powerful weapons on them. This is a little sturdier than your average crew. Got it. But more for damaging us. They don't have much, and they're still not terribly survivable against the amount of power we have in our party. So I've hopefully gotten you down here. Mia's gonna respond here and do some whack stuff. With her Emerald Blade, the standoff, which we need a new one of post-haste. Nice. Right, this is not my favorite formation because, first of all, yeah, a lot of them have range here, so I have to back a lot of people up for this to be safe for us. Let me just mark where everyone else can go, so I know how close I need to get for this to interface with this. We may have to run back here. I probably should have done it already, actually, because it'll be a little tedious to do so now. If they get 9, then it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we can all back up like a few squares. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have Mia stand her ground and fight this one. Hopefully there's a crit or an Astra coming out here, so we can get them gone this turn. And everyone else is gonna run away, basically. Nicely done, Mia. Yes! Strength and defense, strength and defense and speed, strength and defense and speed, strength and... Oh, right, because this is just an unfortunate thing. So let's just have everyone in the back kind of Just move as far away as you can. In fact, I don't need to move everyone all the way back as long as the people in the front are going to survive all this stuff. Yeah, that was precious movement I shouldn't have been wasting. I feel reasonably confident in everyone in this main party, and bearing in mind that Leely's going to be taking the brunt of a lot of this. They can all kind of attack her and move again, though, so can't they? So there's not much I can do to sort of prevent that. I could put Braum kind of in front so that they're sort of discouraged from doing so, I guess. Weapon types, everyone's got the right weapon. Alright, so you're about to untransform, which will put a damper in things, but you'll still survive 6 hits, I reckon. And aside from you, Bunch, am I in anyone else's range? No, perfect. Alright, let's see this. This will be a really bad time to find out that I was wrong in my estimations about who is going to survive here. I think she only loses 1 thing from being in an encounter, right? We decided that, so she'll tank 2 of these while transformed, and then she only has to survive 4 untransformed, which I think she can manage. They'd have to do an average of 12 damage per, which is assuming that they're all going to be hitting her, which is a silly thing to assume, I'd say. And anyone who doesn't go for her is going to go for... Ow! One of the others around here. Okay, so she's going to untransform now. Okay, I've put her in a stupid position here, but it's because I trust her. It's because I trust her abilities. I trust her. I trust in Leely's strength. All right, so they're throwing a short axe or something. The short axe has pretty poor accuracy, so I think even on her untransformed, she's likely to dodge most of it. Okay, cool. There's only 3 left. They're not going to do 41 damage in 3 turns. There's no way they have enough crit or anything for that. And now that so now they've kind of all going down the north side of us now, which is a little annoying, but it's away from most of the scary stuff. Ow, on the left side. So we should be able to get up there and take a bunch of them out this turn without prompting too many people's wrath. It's just unfortunate that we moved everyone back there, but I think it was the safest and rightest thing to do. Yeah, okay. She's gonna be fine. But I'd have preferred if she were still transformed. I'd have preferred that she still be transformed. It's probably a more normal way to say that. Leely the Legend. Alright, cool. So we drew down you. So let's try and stay out of as many other ranges as we can. He said in vain, because we're going to have to get right up in there to take down a lot of these. I guess we could run away again to lure them farther, but it doesn't seem like a good idea, does it? It seems like better if we just kind of cut through. 6 is a really tricky number to deal with all at once. And since they're hitting her so much, she's regained her gauge quite quickly, so it might be not a bad idea to just stand her here where they can all see her and then use her last vulnerary. Why do of her of all people, have I given the weakest amount of vulneraries? Whatever. They'll hit her a bunch, she'll transform back probably. In the meantime, I can put Mia... I could put her even like here and she'd probably be fine. Brave Sword. There's a lot. What's your damage with that Brave Sword? 27 to her defensive, 18. Yeah, we don't want that. I'll put her on this side. Get to it. If we get down like 2 or 3 of them this turn, then the rest are going after Leely. She'll survive that almost definitely. And things should be really quite cool. It should be quite fresh and funky. You 2 aren't going to go after Mia, I don't think. I would say quantity is the best thing here. We try and get as many of them down as possible. Oh, apparently I really wildly miscounted how much damage you're going to do there. I thought that was going to be 17. Don't know how I did that. How much gauge have you got? You've got a fair chunk. And Leely did a bit of damage to a few of these. I guess I can have you go like here. Legu's weapons around here. Oh, Killer Lance. Watch Killer Lance. Legu's axe and Legu's lance. It's probably safe to have Reinolf go like here and start sort of... I like this thing where we can kind of take them out from the other side. So we kind of close in on them. What's that, 16, 16? So it's not a takedown unless you crit, but it's a lot of damage. And you've got a heck of a lot of defense and health and stuff, so you should be fine no matter what comes your way this next few turns. And we're going to lure a lot of people down with this as well. So at this point, once they start spawning paladins, we'll be right up in there to deal with it and not have to kind of like do this sort of back and forth game quite as much. Would I put Leely in the end? This is not as far forward as I probably should have put her. Nice. I'm getting to the point where I feel like I can pretty reliably rely on Leely's Provoke to keep us safe, as long as she remains safe. And since we're going to be taking a few of these down this turn, I think she will have a much easier time than she did that turn just a moment ago. Ooh, wait, Killer Lance over on Mia and Boy. Well, it won't be as much of a problem for Mia, because her amazing defense makes that 11. So even if it is crit, and she's weapon, but the accuracy is pretty low. He should be able to dodge it even, especially with his weapon type efficiency. I am a little worried, but I've been worried this whole time, so it's fine. Crit here would be mighty handy, Oscar. But if I get them down to low health, it sometimes means that they'll run away, which is just as good in when you're trying to pull an advance. Sometimes, but it's nicer if you can get a finisher. So I may as well have Marshall come up here and throw a javelin, I guess. Go for this one who is unarmored. Let's just try and do damage to all of them, so that next turn that'll be an easy takedown, or that some of them run away. This would be a great thing for mages. I'm like 98% confident in the provoke thing is the thing, so that's not 100%. But let's just use a bit of a flame lance here. First time using the flame lance on our side. Yeah! Oh, it's cool. Just so we can cleave through a few of them here. Lighten the load. But we push people up too far, and then we're drawing down more people before we're really ready for it. Alright, and I've also created a safe space here anyway, kind of. Let's just mark everyone. That's about all we can do this turn, offense-wise, because no one else can really get up that far. As for healing, who really needs it? Rolf could you probably use a bit, and probably Lethe. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's not really good. Probably better physic her, and then have you melee heal Rolf. Oh, it's a little awkward to do so. But I don't expect anyone's gonna, like, try and range you through this when Lethe's right there. Well, they're not gonna do that to Rolf anyways, so he's gonna be more survivable than her in that situation, so why put her in that situation at all? It will use a physic here, though, that's for sure. Yeah, if they put reinforcements from behind us now, this is gonna be real hassle, but Lethe for sure. Because she's the one everyone's going to go after this turn. And by everyone, I mean those 5 there. And she probably won't transform before the end of their turn, unfortunately. So I'm going to get... Ooh! Okay, you're going after Braum. That actually works perfectly fine with me. There's going to be a fair bit of damage here because it's Silver Lance, but should be alright. I hope they don't... I think that was their entire movement, so I hope they don't go and now try and block off one of the entrances to Lethe, because we want as much space around her as possible so that people feel they can actually go towards her. Speed and defense? Speed anyway. And strength, wowie. Alright, you're a sword master, are you? I'm not sure, but brought you down anyway, that's the important thing. Alright, you're gonna be a fair bit of damage here, but you might miss. Nice! Lethe. Lethe was really strong in my Radiant Dawn file, but not for this reason. She was not like the dodge tank to end all dodge tanks. In that one, she was just strong and high skilled as all hell. So she was just critting and getting skill activations and just doubling people. Her defense was actually kind of... She was not very hardy. She kind of sucked and died a lot in my Radiant Dawn file at that, but she was extremely damagey. Whew! Alright, cool. There, her provoke has worked to a charm. We are getting rather close to the meteor range, regrettably. But we should be able to... We have a lot amount of people we can... You're running away so far. Should be able to clear, because we lowered a lot of health earlier, so we should be able to finish some people off this turn. What I really hope they don't do is send a bunch more paladins down right about now. That would suck. She's transformed. Brilliant. So it may not even be a bad idea to move her up into the... Now that she's transformed, so that she goes and actually is responding and dealing damage to some of these people. And more, and drawing more down. Oh my god! Ouch. Okay, well, they're not, like, right immediately in our range, so we can deal with this next turn, I suppose. Perhaps that's unfortunate. I guess let's put Boyd over there to start dealing with that before long. Watch the Killer Lance. Oh, no, that's not a Killer Lance. It's a Night Killer. That's much less objectionable. Fine, okay. Are those all Wyvern Lords? My god. Alright, well, there's not much I can do without getting into, like, everyone's range. But I think Lethe had better charge up and take care of someone. Maybe you go... we don't want you out of the range of too many people because we want you to still be provoking, so maybe it's better you take someone out in the middle, like this. This will draw a few more of them down, but at this point, I kind of have to make speedy plays because they are going to keep putting people... spawning people in, it looks like, and we don't know for how long. And they are rather strong opponents, increasingly strong, which gives me a growing concern. I'm gonna send Ike right up here. Well, this is in, like, your range and stuff, isn't it? Oh, right, Meteor's range. Well, we're all gonna be in Meteor's range in a minute here. I'll send Ike over a minute. I'm not sure who I want him doing just yet. Probably could be a good time for Elfire on this Beast Tribe type. And if you got an Adept here, that would be even better, because you could take it out in all in one turn. Ah, crit. Works just as well. That's like 90 damage or something ridiculous you're doing. And remember, bearing in mind that Mia is very, very sturdy dodge tank. How do you do against the sword fighter? You're not getting outsped, which is nice. Go for the killing edge, I think. I think it's time to start taking off some heads, Mia. This would be a bad time to not get that. Ouch. I mean, they've got good res. It's unfortunate. Ooh, but Stiletto does effectiveness against Armored. It's not very good. It did some decent damage, but it puts you in a substantial amount of risk. Probably better just have a mage it. Even that's not very safe. Regal Sword? It's not bad, but it also puts you in harm's way. Maybe I better unmark Meteor and just assume we're going to be in that range for the moment, because I want to know how many melee people's ranges I'm stepping into. Okay, right. This gives me a better picture of it. Ooh, I gave you a Heavy Spear, didn't I? Is that going to do anything here? That's not bad, actually. That's 2 of those. I say go for that. And if you're taking a bit more damage here, you might get into Wrath territory, which would be awesome. You might be the target of Meteor this next turn. I regret to inform you, Braum. Nice. And your health is approaching a quite respectable point where I'm not going to be worried too much. I feel like you could take a fair number of melee hits. Right, so who can see Lethe? These folks can all see Lethe, so they're all going to go after her, which is good. And I'm in no Wyvern Lord's range, except for Ike is there currently, but I'm about to move him, so it's fine. And Meteor, it can run out, so I think once we get the chance to do so, we should. It's just tricky because we're going to be doing Meteor, but then also reinforcements at the same time. There's got to be a limit at some point, I hope, / expect. Could be these Wyvern Lords are the last ones, we never know, I guess. We go for Killer Bow Shot on the one with the Brave Sword, because I see them becoming a problem soon enough. Accuracy sucks on the Killer Bow, though, is the unfortunate thing, but it could happen. They just always dodge whenever I do a Killer Weapon. At least it doesn't wear on the durability. So I know who is currently desperately in need of health, if anyone. Mia could probably use a bit. Braum would, unless we want to wait for Braum's Wrath, which I kind of do, we would heal him. Okay, so Braum and Mia, Rolf and Mia are probably the two they're worried about. I guess the question I'm asking is, can I use these people for attacks and reset? At least I think I can. Yeah. His defense is 12? Get in. Go well. Go well. Well done. Go you. Whatever. This is a long mission, but it's satisfyingly long. It will stop being satisfyingly long the minute I die, I'm sure, but at the moment I'm not so worried. And maybe you do take this down with the stiletto, actually. Go for it. Oh, crit. Oh, that was brutal. Like, shoved it right in the gut. Oh, oh. And with a jagged sword, oh. I don't want to imagine what that looks like, but I'm imagining it. You don't have tons of damage on you, so you may as well get this easy takedown here, and then we've only got those people who are on foot there to deal with, and as I said before, they're still going to probably go after Lethe. The more we thin their numbers, the better, though, because we're better prepared for the next volley they send down, or that they have already sent down, I guess, which is the Wyvern Lords. Actually, the tricky thing about that is going to be that some of them are going to be, they're sort of spread out, so some of them are going to come in behind. So if we take out the ones that are all up front, it's not going to be super safe for us. That defense is amazing, and I'm very happy, and especially the luck, actually. Because, like, you're going to come down here, sure, and we'll, like, fire some arrows, but you're going to come down, like, into the mountains. I should be able to hit you all anyway. With some wind, some arrows, we should be able to do some good damage on them the first few turns we see them. If I move Boyd, then Mist can run up and heal Mia and then go back to where it is safe. So is it safe to put you here? I mean, you're getting in the way of other people there. And sword speed axes, is that right? Yes, this isn't really a good idea to do at all, in any sense of the word. I guess I don't have to have you attack. I'll have you come down here, so you're sort of... No, you should stay up here. In fact, I'll have you stand here so you can begin doing damage to them on their turn. Should I give you the Killer Axe? It doesn't actually lower your accuracy at all, so I'm going to give you the Killer Axe and stand you right here. Do they have ranged weapons, any of them? One short axe, but I'll tolerate that. And you should survive this. I'll just put you right here. Alright, just doing that so I could heal you and then heal Mila and then have her Mist go back. I should have had Lindsay give her the better staff, but Lindsay can go heal Rolf, so it's fine. Or Braum, or whoever needed healing. I think Rolf, probably, because Braum wanted to maybe get Wrathing. Nice speed and magic. Oh, I can't wait for your sword rank to go up. And give you Sonic Sword. How much, is it B? Please say it's C. Where's like, Alright, well, she should still be able to get that before the end of the game, I reckon. And then that's, what is it? Isn't it, it's like 11? 10. So she'd be doing 31 damage with it at the moment, with her amazing speed. It weighs 9, so she wouldn't be encumbered at all. So be 31 damage with a speed of 22 is quite good. Rolf is probably safe to put over here. He's quite a sturdy lad. He's not got much health. Right, I didn't heal him yet. Actually, let me start with you hand-axing this one for a little bit of damage. Your defense is only 15. Man, I remember being so much better, but I guess it just hasn't grown very much. Yikes. Oof, at least you dodged it as well. Rolf is a bit tankier, I think, even than Oscar. Maybe not quite as evasive, so I'm feeling like maybe I could push him all the way over to the west side here. That person was running away, though, right? Or no, I guess they're going to attack this turn, but they'll probably go after Lethe. I think they're in her range, as long as I don't block them with Oscar. Nice, a bit of strength. That'll be handy. Oh, yes, and luck. Because at the moment, your luck was matched with Marcia, which isn't very good. Oh, okay, defense actually you have a slightly more than Rolf, is that right? Or no, you got the matched defense. Avoidance-wise, you got way more dodge. That may be partially in result of biorhythm, because you're at complete opposites right now. You're gonna go after Lethe, though, so I'm not worried about, like, I need to take you out this turn, because she's gonna take you out. Good, so I'll move Mordecai up, so he's ready to do stuff. I'll move Rolf up. I guess I can put you here. That puts you in the range of one of these, though, doesn't it? Or maybe a few. It puts you in the range of this one. 29, you'll probably be fine, so I probably could do something like this. Is it good to do so? Ooh, 15-15. That's not bad. It would be much nicer if you got this one gone. But I think I like how I have things here. These two are very defensive. And you're quite defensive, but you got not quite the health to back it in every situation, so I'll leave that. And Nephany is here. Why is Nephany here? She's gonna be there. It's fine. Alright, did I horribly screw anything up here? This is where it gets really tense and... Why? But... Lethe was right there. What the hell, game? Is the other one gonna do that too? Literally ran right past Lethe. Does that not work if the commander's around? Oh, I was just beginning to trust that thing. I just started to trust again, game. Okay, at least... Well, why? You didn't go after Lethe either. What the hell? These two all of a sudden are like the strongest willed people in the... They don't succumb to any kind of taunts. What the shit? Okay, well, whatever. At least it was someone who would survive. It was Ike. But he could have been easily gotten critted there, and that would have been... God, I hate this stuff. Why don't they just tell me what the chances are for it to work? How do they expect me to incorporate it into my strategy if they just are like, it might work? Like... It had a 100% success rate up to this point in the mission, and then all of a sudden at the end they're like, it goes after Ike instead. Because now I can't incorporate it into my strategy at all, because I'm suddenly all panicked about it. Whatever. 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 I was predicting this would take me about 2 hours, and it looks like it's going to take about 2.5. So as usual, I'm about a half hour off. Okay, at least, so you're going after with the short axe. I didn't give you a ranged axe, so you won't be able to respond, but you won't take too much damage. You'll probably dodge it, in fact. Nice. You might take a bit of chunky damage from the other ones, but it's also lances, so you might have a decent chance to dodge as well. Things are a little iffy around here. But our archers are close enough to deal with it, start dealing with it anyway. If you don't, that is, if you don't crit them all into oblivion. Civil Lance is going to hurt a lot if it hits. Nice dodge. 1, 2. No crits on either, but fair damage anyway. That's not a takedown from anyone, even if they're not an archer or anything special. I'd say. And there's still a chance, a pretty solid chance of one of these critting, and if you do, then this Wyvern Lord business becomes much easier, because... Nice crit. Okay, good. I think this was a good time to equip this. Good. Pick a bit of defense and speed. Hey, now. Not bad. Oh, skill. I should have been rooting for skill anyway. Just makes you that much more effective with the killer axe, and also natural accuracy with everything else. Which, given you guys got a bit more speed, is good for because you're probably going to be doing more hits anyway. Ow! Lots of damage out on you. Actually, if that Silver Lance had hit you, we would have been in pretty big trouble, I reckon. But I had faith. Okay, so now trying to worry about staying out of this stuff, and assuming we're all in meteor range, basically. But we're not really close enough for that they want to, because they have lower accuracy the farther out it goes. All right, we should be able to take out a lot of this turn. Shall Mia go? Perhaps I'll have Mia go and just get this one gone before this becomes any more hassle. Oh, we're up in front of the castle now. Look at this. Please dodge. Oof. Yonk. Okay, even though that stupid thing with the Swordmaster just almost happened to us, we should be able to manage the rest of this. They don't have too many more crazy weapons. It's just there's a bunch of Laguz stuff up here. And not to mention you, obviously. But we're getting close to the point where I could just charge up and attack you. And the rune sword is only 1 to 2, so as long as I stay out of range, which is just 2 squares, I can get as close as I want, because there's no way you're going to leave when it's a siege mission. Even provoke, I think wouldn't make you dare. Okay, so you've got 9 health, so anyone with a range could probably take you out. It's not very much. In fact, maybe even Alencia could do that. Would be a good use of her time. No, she needs a bit more attack. Maybe Marcia? She's not quite close enough. So it'd have to be someone kind of close. I wouldn't really want to use Astrid for that, because she probably has... Ooh. This is actually not bad. If I have you... Oh, yeah. Can you do even with a normal javelin? No. Go with a talker on this. Because then we still have range capability on the one who Nephany's standing right in front of now. But you're doing this to get them gone. Getting these wyverns is my priority, I think, because the rest of them are kind of scattered and weak. That and the one with the brave sword, because that's just a nightmare. So getting you I could do with some good archers, so Rolf and or Astrid. And I could have Braum just kind of go around, or sorry, Boyd kind of go around and putting in some doubles on you, say. Probably with the steel is better, because you don't really need the killer axe is a bit much at this point. You're going to get hurt by a lot by this, actually, and you're low on health, so I should have you healed in case the meteor decides to be funny. Ah! That's going to leave a mark. I'm actually going to have her mend you now. Actually, can she do it with heal? Yeah, even the mend doesn't actually bring you to full, so you may as well do that. That's because her magic is not an amazing stat just yet. She's only level 1 after all, or level 2. We also want to get you a gun, because snipers are no bueno. Actually, it's a longbow, so it's not really a priority, but if we can help it. And you're probably going to go after Mia this turn. as are you, and maybe you, and you as well, which is just going to be really good to get them all going after Mia, because then we can more or less clear, as long as we're taking these out, this is almost totally clear this next turn, and Mia could even run up and do this as long as we have someone to rescue her. Right, what are the healths like around here? This is pretty high, so let's start on you. And I think we're probably going to get use of the physic this turn. Dodge! Oh, this will be such a satisfying mission if we get it all in one like this, because I was totally confident that that wasn't going to work at all. All right, let's be sure. Oh, right, someone's asleep, right? Randolph is. Bugger. Glad I got this one gone. I knew there was some reason I wanted to, but I couldn't remember what it was. Right, not having Randolph sucks, but we'll survive. All right, you're going to be the one I worry the most about. Your res isn't very good, so maybe Lance here would be good, because it's weapon type. Oh, it actually doesn't care. But supposing I did something like this. Why don't you start with that, Soren? That'll bring them down to a point where most melee people could probably take them down, unless you adept or crit, which didn't happen. Okay, I maybe exaggerated slightly how effective that would be, but Ilyana probably can do, get close to finishing it, if not finish it. Oh yeah, 21. Buffet! That's one of the custom weapons I'm getting the most use out of. Because tomes naturally just don't have very good might. They rely mostly on your magic, so it's nice to get one that's just a cut above. And the accuracy actually is really important as well. Alright, so that was annoying. Perhaps I have you knife this one, because they are not going to be able to do much here. There's no one else really scary in your range, except for the meteor, which won't kill even you at the moment. Your res is 7, and their magic is 16, plus meteor, 11, 27. So, yeah. Right, Astrid, good heavens. You're still going to be doubling here. Probably better to go with the steel bow, isn't it? Well, the goose bow is like more damage, but let's save that for a time when we actually need it. This is better accuracy and junk. Do that for sure. You could crit here. If you don't, Rolf will come in and finish it pretty easily, I reckon. Very well done. This is the Astrid we know and love. Probably even iron bow this. You shouldn't. Do this. Oh, actually, or should you? It's technically more chances, better chances here, isn't it? No, that's 6 and 6. That's better do this. Please don't miss this second one. I will be extremely sad. Nice, okay. That's level for Rolf, too. Let's get that defense, eh? Defense, speed, skill. Speed, res, health, strength. Wow. Very unique. He's a strong little guy, ain't he? Would that we were also strong at age 12 or whatever. And bow up to A, which is great. I think you can use silver bows now. Can I flame lance you? 9 twice. That's kind of a waste of the weapon's durability when we could have someone like... we don't have too many people over there. This is kind of unfortunate. Maybe time for the sonic sword just for... No, this is silly. We'll just see who needs health desperately. Ike does, I know. Boyd could use it. Rolf could use it. Brom maybe. Ike for sure. Marsha, Oscar. Okay. Right, you got a 100% chance and twice to do this, so go for this. I suppose I'll have... maybe I could do the Flame Lance on to get the other one down. It doesn't really matter as long as they're gone, I think. Can I watch Ike's health this turn? I think everyone else is probably going to be fine. We have a few mages down here who are vulnerable, but hopefully the Provoke continues to work on these and doesn't just decide not to all of a sudden, like it did a moment ago. Oh, Shisa, you can't reach that with light. Oh god, okay, we better do it with the Flame Lance then. That's like the only thing. Glad I gave you that. Even if your magic isn't super high, if this is the situation it's useful for. Whoosh! Whoosh! It would be nice to get the longbow gone, even though 17 damage isn't much. But we've only got like these. Maybe if you're not gonna heal anyone, because Mist is not gonna do too much damage, or unless 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Could she sword this one down? In which case she probably wants to. 9 and 9, so no. Better you be the one to heal Ike then, because Reese can probably do some magic damage on someone. Oh, is he close enough to... Wait, I didn't even check. Shoot, he probably should have done... I definitely should have checked. Okay, no, he can hit this one, which is what I was hoping for, because he'll definitely be able to take them down. He's a very gifted fighter all of a sudden. Yeah, sure, even do it with the light. Don't waste the shine on it. It's only a longbow after all. Which in real life I would never say, but in this game they're quite weak, so in both accuracy and damage. Nice, and a level... So you're already at max skill or something like that, isn't that right? Either way, I'd take some speed and res and magic and stuff. Luck and defense, we're not expecting. I wasn't expecting, but those are very helpful. Your defense is good for a healer. All right, now we have 4 people to try and do as much damage to these 3, 2 of whom are pretty gravely wounded. Sword beats axe, is that right? Yeah, so you'd be not terribly stupid to try this. I could go for Regal Sword to be like, sure, it takes down, but I think I'm okay with saying, let's just get a bit of damage, and there could also be an ether going out there. Yep, there we go. That should be a takedown then, right? Because then you get one more hit after they swing at you. Yeah. Yonk. Well done, Ike. And between the other 3, they'll definitely be able to take down these last 2. And then as long as Meteor doesn't, like, end my entire career, I don't see whom it would end the career of. I guess maybe Mia or Soth, but no one else can reach Soth. And we don't have any more healers to spend anyway, so the only thing I could do is like shove them out of the way, which I don't think it's necessary. It's better, it's safer if we'll be safer if we get these ones gone. You have an 89% chance to heal, so you're probably gonna hit it, but okay, good. Your res isn't very good, so they might target you for meteor. They could also always target Levy. Oh, Shisa, but that's fire, so that would be especially bad for her, wouldn't it? It would double the, it would, oh man, that would be bad, because it would be 16 plus 22. It's 38, right? I don't want 38 on you. Hopefully you'll dodge everything else, though, and you'll probably dodge this, to be honest. Their accuracy is 115 with this, minus 50, so 100, and minus your 77. So they have like a 23% chance to hit anyway, probably even less with the range, so it's probably going to be fine. Probably. And you're doing 6 and 6 here, which is insufficient, so bullet with the caregiver. Get it done in 1. These are the times where we want to use these gifted weapons. Oh, yeah! These extra custom weapons, because against big hordes especially, using them against one enemy is like, yeah, sure, but like the hordes are where it's going to be a big problem. So your res is similar. It's like 38. It's fine. I'll just kind of creep you up anyway, because we need to be getting up there. Please don't spawn any more right now, because this is going so well and we're almost to the end. It would just be such a disappointing way for it to go. This is Laguz Lance, not a killer lance or anything like that. It's high damage, but standoffs. Crit. Nice. Isn't a takedown, but that's just when you want to crit anyway, is against an enemy that's going to be taking... Okay, so here comes Meteor for 38 minus 10 or so to 24. Okay, right. Pretty bad, but... Ooh, interesting, and I think a few of them were able to go after Levy that didn't there. Either way, we could be able to get that Meteor person gone this next turn even. Ow! Especially if we make a good use of Mordecai's Smite on someone. But we gotta be careful. We probably want to engage them from range, actually, if we can help it, because if we engage them from melee, we'll be in Bertram's range. That was his name, right? Bertram? I think so. Right. No more reinforcements just spawned. Randolph is still asleep, so it doesn't matter that he untransformed. 6 of them left, including Bertram. Right, okay. Oh, doggy. Yeah, if he were going to come out, he would have done it already, because Mia's right there. We want someone with range to do... man, no one's even remotely close enough. I mean, you could do it from here, but then I don't know that I'd be able to... Can you rescue her? Oh, you totally can. So maybe we have you try up and bite that, and then you run up and just pull her out of the way so she doesn't get magicked, and then we don't have to worry about the meteor anymore, and that's kind of worth it. I think so. Now, if Bertram decided to suddenly move, we would be, I think it's fair to say, royally screwed, but I don't anticipate such a thing. What level is this bringing you to? Like 14? Yeah, some strength and defense. Yes. Oh, yeah, that was good. Right, so I am within 2 of you, and this is bad. I would like to rescue you. Much I shoved her closer, that would be terrible. So now you 2 are more or less taken care of. As long as we get rid of all the remaining 4 enemies here who are all on low health except for you, we should be very, very well safe to take on the boss. And you may even be a good candidate for this one, given your stiletto. 31 minus 8 is unfortunate, but it's not 29, is it? No, go ham. Get that XP. Stiletto's coming quite in handy for these Armor Knights, actually, because you're almost definitely going to be faster than them, right? Could that be another level? Ah, just about. I don't know that I'll spend too much time sitting around and like healing and just messing about when we get up here, because they could spawn more reinforcements in a way that would be very, very disadvantageous to us if we lollygag about too much. You're at full health. I should be a little more proactive in taking you out. This crit will surely help it along. Sorry, not Mia, but Bertram is sort of weak to magic, right? Yeah. In fact, attack's only 34, so what's our best res? 26, so you could probably have a good time about in meleeing him, because his speed's only 22, so you're outclassing that, and your magic attack with, say, this would be... You'd be a good person to do for this, actually, Reese. So let's just have at a glance see who needs health desperately, if anyone... Actually, everyone seems pretty okay. Titania and Mia could use a little. I'll just ran off this 1 health as I rush up here. I'll try and get some heals, but I won't like sit around doing it, I don't think. You've got 1 health, so I may as well have Boyd give a try. This is not very good actually. Aster's close enough. We have plenty of people who are close enough to help if things get bad. You're probably a better candidate to go after this, actually. Mia can take down that last paladin, and then it's just Bertram, I think. A long mission indeed, but thus far, not catastrophic. Oh, he's got Daunt, though, so I should be watching about... It decreases your dodge and your accuracy, right? Okay, but it's not like it doesn't do any extra damage or anything, I don't think. Also decreases your crit, right, okay. Well, I don't think Reese was likely to get any crits anyway. You're level 9, and Mia is level 9. What are your experiences relatively? She's got a little less, and she also doesn't have Paragon, crucially, so... Let's let her have her go at this, and just do as much as you can with this standoff, because we're going to be replacing it soon enough anyway. I reckon making a good silver sword, though, will be quite expensive, so we'll probably need to sell a whole lot of stuff or something. Oh, you're still around. What are you doing here? We got a bow. Go melee magic this. Also, I was saying that Ileana had Vantage before. Is that correct? I think it's maybe Soren who has got Vantage. No, she's got it. Do they both have Vantage? No, he's got Guard and Adept. I'm not sure I've ever seen Guard trigger, but I guess he doesn't in scary situations too often, so that's probably why. Yeah, I guess that did corrode this bow a bit, but not very much. And your res is decent, so you might be a nice person to go get a hit on the boss in a minute. Please don't move, boss, or spawn any more people. Even if they do spawn more people, we might have a chance to... Okay, no, good. Let me just see how many people are in need of heals, because we might go around doing a bit of healing then, because it doesn't look like anyone else is going to spawn. Sure, I'll stop and heal for a bit. I missed up at 36 health. Wowie. You could probably steal the elixir, actually, south and have someone pick you up and out of the way. Or do you have to be faster than them for that? Maybe you do. Ooh, it's high defense. Accuracy isn't amazing, though. That's good. I'm sure there's some interesting loot if you go around the other sides of the castle, like if you stand over around here, or there'll be like a secret character you recruit or something knowing this game, but I'd like to get this done, because it's been 2.5 hours, and I would not like to lose that progress to something stupid, like the game crashing or something. I don't know. Just throwing it out there. Alright, Levy's just transformed back, so maybe it's not a bad time to wait a bit, but then again, you're also still asleep. And we're gonna be healing this turn anyway. In fact, maybe I should just let Lindsay get all the heals so she gets a whole bunch of XP. It's probably a good idea. Ran off his back, but his magic, his res is terrible, so I wouldn't want to put him up in front of this. But recent Armages, it's gonna be like Patrine, where recent Armages are gonna be a good thing to send up, considering it's a... Oh, well, there's a physical weapon too, actually. Let me see what you can steal, if anything. Oh, you can't steal from bosses. Oh, God. Well, you can't swap weapons anyway. So what we can do is, if we can get you down in one turn, then you won't have a chance to swap to the spear, and that's better. That's a level for you. I'll be happy with a bit of... Oh, those weren't the things I was about to list, but they work. Res is actually quite good. March is level 27, technically, and she hasn't got anything like that. Although I reckon you probably don't class up, because you're quite sturdy already. Looks so cool in armor. Not that she doesn't look cool in that orange nightgown or whatever she's wearing the rest of the time, but she looks especially dope in armor. As do most of the characters in this game. They have good armor designs. Alright, so who's going in first? So I'm saying probably want Reese to be doing like most of this. That's some good damage right there. He gets doubled for, is that 8 and 8? Alright, okay. But you're doing 13. See what the other mages are like. We want to, like I said, we wanted to be trying to do this all in one turn, if we can help it. If you say we all hit, then you do 8, you do 13, 12, so it's 25 plus 8 is 32, and then I guess we can also have, say, probably safe for Astrid to do before you guys even just like pull out some killer bow. Ugh, that's not very much damage because you got the high defense. Right. If only had a magic bow. Sonic sword? Nah. Yeah, the real trick is, if I don't get you in the one turn, then they can spear you for all you're worth. He can spear you for all you're worth. But our mages will be absolutely key here. Regal Sword, how does that do? That's not bad. You're not getting doubled here. So you can do 10 off the bat. Then maybe they can do 32, did I say? We would want Soren to go first, though, so that you're getting your support boons. So I'm gonna start with Soren. I think he's safe to go here, and, well, as safe as any one of us is. Actually, he probably gets the support boon from Ike if he goes here, doesn't he? I don't think Mordecai's going to be the one to do any damage here, so I'm going to have him smite him so that is possible. I could also just have waited a turn, I suppose. It actually doesn't look like you're getting any boons all of a sudden. No, maybe you have more damage now, I'm not sure. Or the other, even if you're taking a fair bit of damage, like 9 and 9 here, we can heal you and stuff. Perish. No thanks! God, this is not the person I want leading my army. My God, rune sword. Ow! Oh God, this is such an intimidating looking weapon. Does it heal? Oh shoot! What? Hey, I didn't know that was gonna do that. That's a level for Soren anyway. God damn, that heals him? Did it say that on it? And I just completely wasn't paying attention? Ah! Half of the amount of damage it inflicts. Ah! Whatever, okay, we're not dead yet, and we can still pull as many heals as we can pull. Not to mention, since he's not going to move, I could always pull you out of the way if things got really dicey, although I think for the moment you're going to be fine. Let's see what we can do. So, Ike, now that you're here together, supports, how does this go better with support? Yeah, you're dodging a lot more here, and you're doing a bit more damage. Crit chance is a little higher, sure. I think it's probably worth giving a try anyway. It's just that you're gonna, if you get hit by this, then he heals a lot from it because your res sucks. But like I said, we can pull you out of the way if need be. So since you're not gonna die, see about getting this damage because there's every chance an ether or a crit does something really, really good here for us. Perish. Perish. So you're Bertram, are you? Sorry, but I can't perish right now. Me. Kill. What? Kill me. Kill me. What's going on? Are you mad? Ether! Take this! End of that! Yes, like, that was the stuff we needed. Nice dodge. Oh, it's stupendous. God, that's really creepy. Anyway, how does Flame Lance do, by the way? No, we don't want that. Right, so since Reese takes less damage, I'm saying we have him attack first, because he's going to heal less from attacking Reese. And we probably want Ike to do that Regal Sword thing again this next turn. It's tricky, and I don't like this because I have to, I'm kind of, actually, is there any way I could do 14 damage all at once here and just take it down with, wash my hands of it, say, screw hoping that I don't take much damage here. Oh my god, your res is 20? You take 14 damage from that twice? That's very bad. Who do you have supports with? Mordecai and Mia. Ooh, does Mia give you extra damage? I will just put her here because she's not going to do any melee damage, I don't think, this turn. 32 is the max she could do, and that's, minus defense is 20. This could be 5. That could be quite good as a finisher. So actually, I shouldn't count you out just yet. How much are you doing here? 28 is the most. Oh, damn. You could do with the steel axe, but it's complex. It's complex. We want people to be attacking who have a good chance of dodging because we don't want him to heal from it. 28 shot. This is very powerful, actually. Your res sucks, but that's 8 damage. So there's a lot. Okay, let's start with Reese. I say shine, or is it better to light? Because you don't get doubled that way. Ooh, you don't get doubled this way, actually. And it's only 2 more damage, right? So screw it. If you can do 10 damage without getting you, and then make him heal less from it. Because what's happening here is you're attacking him from 10. He hits you for maybe 8. And if he hits you with that, then he recovers 4. So then he gets from 4 to 8, which is a takedown from someone, I'm sure. Probably Ilyana in that case. This should be good, actually. Definitely better to not get doubled here, because that just heals him more. Ah, nice dodge, so it doesn't even matter anyway. Okay, great. So almost anyone could take this down now. I think probably Ilyana's the safest bet. Well, no, yes, because she has 100% accuracy with one of these, doesn't she? With the buffet, say? Yeah, it's time. Come on, Ilyana. I know you've got it in you. Man, that ether from Ike was extremely helpful. Yeah. Release. You're ridiculous. But also extremely sad. What the hell was going on with that one? So many questions. All right, I'll take some speed and res. Well, res good. Good. Sweet, and we got that rune sword. Heck yeah, only 1 hit on it. Really? Did he only hit us 1 with that in the end? Right, and we need Ike to seize, so we'll have to wait a turn anyway. But we can have people heal. A few more heals out here. Why am I using the men's staff? And then I can seize, and we'll call that. Oh. Very fortunate. Watch they spawn another Bertram just on the pedestal here. Right, okay. I guess we didn't get too many people injured in that. Very good. Well, I should have definitely brought more weapons and gear, but can't really complain, can I? Whoa, your armor is so brilliantly colored. Sir, the enemy troops are fleeing. Shall we give chase? No, let them run. We fought enough today. Get our men inside the fort and give everyone a break. Yes, sir. As long as we capture the fort, that's the best thing here, because then we'll be able to go and pincer Nados very soon. Crimea Castle, we're flipping back to Ashnard quite frequently now. He's really got to see the writing on the walls, I bet. I see. So Crimea's won another victory, have they? Well then, send the rest of our troops to Castle Nados as reinforcements. Put General Hafed in charge and let him exchange blows with them. Yet that would leave the capital protected by only the Imperial Guard. You forget yourself, knight. I will be here as well. If they defeat Hafed and make it all the way here, then they are worthy to cross swords with me. I would beg a question, Your Highness. Why do you divide our troops and give the enemy the advantage? It's as if you were... As if I were? What? Go on. It's as if you desire the Crimean army to continue winning and make its way here to you. I'll not deny it. Are you saying that you desire Dane's defeat? No, I am not!
If you think through it clearly, Dayan will not lose. We had many plans when we started this war. We went through many scenarios, many predictions.
But as you know, our predictions have been completely overturned by this gang of rabble. Was that luck? Or was it the gap in skill between the individual soldiers? And if it is, aren't you interested in seeing how far they can come? I do not understand. Perfect! Nothing raises my spirits like war. Come, Grimea, let me be the one to consume your noble hearts. Nothing raises my spirits like war. Here we have a nuanced villain doing nuanced villain things. He joked wryly. That's a save for me anyway. 60 hours, look at us go. Oh yes. I'm ready to leave that there on a high note. And next time we'll be heading back to base. I guess we had a few spoils and stuff to unpack. We certainly have some weapons to replace. I'm probably going to have to start selling those gems that I really don't want to sell because they're so pretty. But we should probably sell them and get some more weapons, because people are running out. Next video going up on the channel is going to be part 2, the second part, end part of, I guess the curtain, the cat's out of the bag now, our little Barotrauma Lone Sailor challenge. I guess I can't really call it a playthrough because I didn't really, it was just basically doing one excursion, trying anyway, over and over and over again. And so you can see how that wraps up. Next video going up on the channel. And then after that, there'll be more Path of Radiance, where we'll be at base, relaxing, and then after that, we'll be back to our regular scheduled Symphonia and Domoriang. That's all for now, though. Thank you so very much for coming around. Hopefully, I will see you around. Admiral's gonna be out of here now. Peace! Oh, that's the water pump, is it? That would explain why there's all this water. Nope, this is a thruster. Maybe. Excuse me. Oh, this is the engine. Oh, that shouldn't be broken. Why is that broken? And why won't it let me fix it? Oh, it's a wrench you need for this. I see. Got it. Oh, it's very broken. It's all the way broken.